So where are we with this Iran-US war? Well, the US says, we want to do a regime change. That was at the beginning, but now we're not doing regime change, even though we did kind of a regime change with killing the leadership, but we're not really into the regime change kind of scenario, even though we're asking the Kurds and supplying weapons to them to do internal civil war, to do regime change, but we don't want regime change. This is a war, but actually it's not a war. It's a skirmish. Iran can't put restrictions on passage on the Strait of Hormuz, but the US can do a whole blockade and embargo on Venezuela or Cuba, but any other country can't do anything close to that. The US is in control of the Strait of Hormuz, but actually anytime that the US Navy kind of passes through, they're being shot at. We're winning this war, but hey, why isn't anyone helping us to open the Strait of Hormuz? But it's very easy because we're in control of the Strait of Hormuz, but we don't need the Strait of Hormuz, so we need everyone else to actually join in to open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is very weak. We've demolished all their Navy and their Air Force, but somehow they're still in control of the Strait of Hormuz. We've demolished their missile capability, but somehow they're still able to launch missiles at targets. We can continue this war for as long as we need to, but we've also used 50%, more than 50% of our ammunition for a lot of our missiles in just 4 weeks. We want China to come and help us, but we're also applying tariffs on China and Europe. Actually, the closure of the Strait of Hormuz is amazing for the US because oil prices are up and we are a net exporter of oil and therefore we're making a lot of money, but the people are paying 60% more for fuel than before the war started. We're going to enter into a negotiated deal imminently. They really want to make a deal, but it's been 4 weeks of me saying they really want to make a deal and there's no deal on the table that's close to being accepted by the Iranians. We're going to unsanction all the Iranian oil so that it reduces the pressure of oil prices, but then we're going to do a blockade on Iran to limit their ability to sell oil. I mean, these guys are just making things up as they go. They don't know what to do, how to resolve this mess they are in.